Well, my dear students, welcome to my class. This is for 10th students. Okay, this is the continuity of acid, base, and salt. Acid, base, and salt. In the last class, we were discussed about pH of salts and common salt common salt used as a raw material for chemicals. In that, can you tell? I am asking some simple questions about the previous class. If salts are formed by strong acid and strong base. So, what is the pH of the solution? Salts. Salt is formed by strong acid and strong base. What is the pH? The pH is nearly equal to 7. That is neutral medium. Neutral in nature. Right. If the salt is made by or formed by strong acid and weak base, strong acid and weak base, this, so the pH of this salt is, basically the nature of the acid is acidic in nature, the pH value is less than 7, because of acidic nature, the next is, so strong base and weak acid. Now character is strong base is right now, that's why basic in nature, the pH value is more than 7, this is about pH of salt, and next is common salt. The chemical formula of common salt is sodium chloride, NaCl, sodium chloride. So this sodium chloride is a raw material for different chemicals. The chemicals are NaOH, sodium hydroxide. Next is baking soda and washing soda, and also bleaching powder. What ma? Bleaching powder. So today I am going to discussing one by one these chemicals. Okay, ma? So let me start with the sodium hydroxide, NaOH. That is sodium hydroxide, right? If when electricity is passed through the aqueous solution of sodium chloride, so the saturated sodium chloride aqueous solution we call as a brine solutions. So what is meant by brine solution? The saturated sodium chloride aqueous solution. The solution is made by water. Saturated sodium chloride solution we call as a brine solutions. When you pass the electricity, to this brine solutions, it decomposes into sodium hydroxide. Now only the sodium hydroxide will generates. So this we call as a chloroalkali process. Which process, ma? Chloroalkali process. Why? Because this called as chloroalkali. Chloro for chlorine, and alkali for NaOH. Alkali for NaOH. So I am going to write a chemical equation to produce the sodium hydroxide. First I am taking a sodium chloride, NaCl. NaCl. It is in aqueous medium, aqueous states. This reacts with water, H2O. Okay, Nama. Water is in liquid state. So it produces NaOH and chlorine and hydrogen, chlorine gas and hydrogen gas. For the balancing purpose, I am going to take 2 as a coefficient for this and here also 2 and 2, and also here also I am taking 2 coefficients. When compared, just check once it is balanced or not. So here 2 Na is there. In product side we are also 2 Na. Here 2 Na, here 2 Na, balance. And 2 Cls, here Cl2. 2 Cl from reactant side and 2 Cl from product side. Now chlorine atoms are balanced. Next is hydrogens. 4 hydrogens. Here 2 hydrogen and here 2 hydrogen. 4 hydrogens are balanced. Next 2 oxygens. 2 oxygen. From reactant side 2 oxygens, from product side also 2 oxygens. So now the reaction is balanced. So this is what NaOH, it is in aqueous state. Chlorine is gaseous state and hydrogen also this gaseous states. So here chlorine production and hydrogen production are done. That's why this is chloro from the chlorine and alkali from the NaOH. Chloro alkali process. And chlorine gas is so I am taking a general diagram for this electrolysis process. So if you consider this is a electrolysis chamber. So in this I am making a 2 electrodes. So these are the 2 electrodes. One is anode and another one is cathode. This is anode. Anode. This is cathode. This is cathode. The sign of the anode is positive. Sign of the charge. This is positive and the cathode is negative. Right, Amma? So anode sign is positive and this is negative. So that's why this is connected by the battery. Okay. So next. This is we call as electrolysis chamber, and I am going to fix here one membrane. So in this the liquid sodium chloride solution is present. Liquid sodium chloride. In sodium chloride this NaCl is decomposes. How? So NaCl, so carefully observe NaCl, Na plus and Cl minus. Right now, Na plus sodium ions and chlorine ions. Like that water, H plus ion and OH minus ion. H plus ion and OH minus ion. Here in liquid sodium chloride solution, we can observe the cations and anions both. So this minus charged, Cl minus ion and OH minus ions. These are attract to anode. That's because of this carries positive charge. Opposite charges are attract each other. That's why these anions are moved to anode. Anions move to anode side. This is anode. And cations. That is Na plus and H plus ions are moved to cathode side. That's because of this cathode has a negative charge. So one of the most important thing that is at the anode the chlorine gas is liberated, Cl2 at the anode side chlorine gas is liberated, and then at the cathode side hydrogen gas is liberated. Cathode side hydrogen gas, anode side chlorine gas. And this chlorine and hydrogens has so many applications. Especially this chlorine used in the purification of water. That means treatment of water, and used in swimming pools. That's why if you smell the water in swimming pool, they gives the chlorine smell as chlorine odor. And this is used in PVC also, polyvinyl chloride. Chlorine is present. CFCs, chlorofluorocarbons, and some other pesticides. DDT, like DDT. Right, Amma? So chlorine has so many applications. That's why production of chlorine is very, very important. Chlorine is used in purification of water, in swimming pools, in PVCs, and also some disinfectants, CFCs, and also used in pesticides. In hydrogen also has so many applications. Generally, this liquid hydrogen is used as a fuel, and for production of margarine. Margarine is a type of food. It is obtained by the vegetable oil. When compared to butter and margarine, margarine is the best food for the health. Okay, this is obtained by the vegetable oil, and this hydrogen is very much useful for the production of ammonia. This ammonia is used in the production of fertilizers. This is all about electrolysis or production of NaOH. Okay, nama? So, where chlorine gas is liberated? At the anode, chlorine gas is liberated. Where hydrogen gas is liberated? At the cathode, hydrogen gas is liberated. This is all about sodium hydroxide. NaOH is the chemical formula for the sodium hydroxide. Okay, nama? So, the next chemical compound or chemical is a bleaching powder. What ma? Bleaching powder. Bleaching powder. So, the chemical formula for bleaching powder is CaOCl2. CaOCl2. Calcium oxychloride. Calcium oxychloride. So, dear students, we already know that from the electrolysis process, we can generate the chlorine gas and the sodium hydroxide by the electrolysis process. Okay, now by using chlorine and slacked lime. So Cl2, chlorine. This is chlorine and calcium hydroxide, CaOH2. So it gives CaOCl2, and remaining is byproduct is water. So this is the preparation of bleaching powder, calcium oxychloride. Right now, how bleaching powder is obtained? When chlorine reacts with calcium hydroxide. The general name of calcium hydroxide is slacked lime. When chlorine is reacts with calcium hydroxide, it gives calcium oxychloride. This calcium oxychloride is the name of bleaching powder, chemical name, calcium oxychloride. Okay, Nama? So this actually the composition is very complex. Simply I written as CaOCl2. And bleaching powder has many applications, and also this simply bleaching powder is used for the many purpose. That purpose let them know one by one. So uses of bleaching powder. Uses of bleaching powder. Uses of bleaching powder. So the first use of this bleaching powder is bleaching the cotton. Wait, what ma? Bleaching the cotton. Bleaching cotton. Why we use the bleaching of cotton? So before bleaching, the cotton is in different colors. After bleaching, we get a pure white colored cotton. Like that, bleaching of linen. Bleaching of linen. Lining cloths. Okay, Nama? So these lining cloths are obtained from the plants. This linen has different colors. After bleaching, it has unique colors. it is used in the textile industries. And also bleaching of wood pulp, bleaching of wood pulp, bleaching of wood pulp in paper industry, paper industries. So to get the white paper or pure white colored paper, to get the pure white paper, the wood pulp will be bleached. Okay, Nama. Next, this bleaching is used in the washing of clothes. Okay. Next is this bleaching powder is used as a oxidizing agent. Oxidizing agent. So what is meant by this oxidizing agent? So oxidizing agent is a chemical substance which is used to oxidize the chemical compounds. Some examples for this oxidizing agents are oxygen O2 and ozone O3. These are the substances used as a oxidizing agents in many chemical industries. And also one of the most important is drinking water purpose, to kill the germs, to kill the germs, to kill the germs in water, in the process of purification of water. These are all the applications of bleaching powder. In this class we covered the two chemical compounds, that is sodium hydroxide and another one is bleaching powder. So sodium hydroxide chemical formula is NaOH. Okay, Rama. This is obtained by the electrolysis of sodium chloride. By sodium electrolysis we get sodium NaOH and chlorine. That's why we call as this is a chloroalkali process. So chloro from the chlorine, alkali from the NaOH. So in this electrolysis at the anode chlorine gas is liberated. At the cathode hydrogen gas is liberated. Both chlorine and hydrogen has many applications. Like this, the next chemical is bleaching powder. The bleaching powder chemical formula is CaOCl2. The name is calcium oxychloride. This is obtained by the action of chlorine with the calcium hydroxide. We get calcium oxychloride and water as a byproduct. So, and these bleaching powder has many applications. The first application is bleaching of cotton and bleaching of lining, then bleaching of wood pulp in the paper industries and used as oxidizing agents, and the next is to kill the germs in water with the purification of water process. This is all about today's class. In the next class we will discuss the very interesting concept of baking soda. Okay, Nama? Baking soda and washing soda, both. Baking soda means cooking salt. Okay, thank you.